Welcome to Nerdtime Chronicles. Welcome, in this episode, since it was still early in our recording endeavors, everyone's conversation in the pre-roll was too loud and the audio was bad and it clipped, except for Sarah's. And so I present to you an abridged version of our pre-roll conversation featuring only Sarah's side of the conversation. Theater of the Mind. Sarah Lynn in a conversation with herself.
Oh, how is everyone? I'm drinking this weird tea. It's berry, but it tastes like a funky sweet tart. It's not bad. I just haven't had it in a while. Because Y2K and all of that. I just distinctly remember that as a little kid. Of, aliens being on everything. You know, the space alien with the green head and the rainbow background and this peace symbol was, on all the things you would get at Spencer's or whatever. When you used to have to buy memes and put them in your wallet. Is that your cake? That cake is beautiful. I'm jealous. I've been wanting cake. I took a nap today. But it was not a restful nap, and I made skillet cobbler, so that's what happened to my cake mix, but I want cake. Who wants to bitch about work? Not I. No, it was not a restful nap, and so now I'm pointy. I feel like sometimes I get angry enough I could be Dark Phoenix. Yodelady, yodelady, yodelady. Oh, we don't like to do that. Okay. If only someone could edit it out.
Alright, sorry about that. Everything on my side's solid.
Alright. So, you've put the second gem into the eye socket. You heard a satisfying click, and then almost a pressure lock release sound, sort of. And then the two sides of the doors creak open towards you slightly.
So the doors don't fully open, or they just, or it's.
They have clearly let go of each other, but they don't swing open like the doors at the drugstore.
It's a good sign when the door is sort of kind of open. It's good. I mean, can I see anything through the little crack?
If you want to put your eye against it,
I'm ready to lose an eye. Yeah.
You see, from what you can see, you see a sort of cement basement floor, but like a modern cement sort of basement floor.
Hey guys, they're going for sort of a brutalist thing. It's nice.
An empty space, and then directly across, but at the far across the next room, is a set of very modern looking doors.
You ever read the book The Empty Space? It's like that, but with IKEA and some doors. I guess I'm going to go through the doors. Fuck it.
Okay. So you start heading into the next space, and it's very much a modern boiler room sort of basement looking space with a door marked with the fire exit sign, very modern. As you go in, the space opens up around you, and it's got sort of normal office basement-y sort of stuff. To the far left, as you look around, the elevators are what's sort of making the tunnel vision as you head in. Once you get past them, you can look back and see that it's the elevators that match up to the lobby. And then to the far left, there's sort of a utility door that says, electrics do not enter. And there is a sort of folding table with a couple of cupcakes and the typical office birthday party sort of set out on it. and like a little handwritten congratulations sign.
Guys, it's super boring in here. And what's with the European exit sign?
Ibis walks over to the cake table.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Kid loves cake. Mm-hmm.
It's also not because we in real life are talking about cake. So can I see anything specific about the cake? Is the cake giving off any like magical energy, or like is it just a cake?
It's not glowing. Would you like to make an Arcana check with your new sorceress?
I absolutely would, because everything else this day has been batshit crazy. So who knows if you can get a wackadoo potion out of a soda machine. All right, let's see. A 6?
Plus your modifier makes that an
8.
So, you are not sure that it isn't magical.
Hey, Butterfingers, come here and try this piece of cake.
Okay. I'm just gonna say yes today. Yeah, okay. I'm starved.
You know, the last thing we ate from this place put us to sleep in the training center there. I don't know.
I didn't fall asleep. Well, what's it taste like? Are you eating the cake?
Oh,
what
yeah,
does it
sorry.
taste like?
I'm eating the cake. Well, he in the middle of his warning, I'm just going to try and eat this cake. I'm like, he's probably right. He probably shouldn't
Roll
eat
a
this.
Constitution savings throw.
Okay, great. No, we probably shouldn't eat this, guys. Do I notice any flavors while I'm about to make the throw? But do any flavors come to mind? What's the profile of this?
Publix chocolate with their buttercream frosting.
They definitely need to make a Constitution saving throw. Then. I don't know if we should eat. Oh, I feel like what? What do I feel like?
You feel like maybe the buttercream frosting shouldn't have been sitting out this afternoon, but it's just sort of creamy. It's not poison or anything. You're fine.
It's stale. It's creamy, but it's not poison or anything. I'm fine.
There's nothing worse than disappointing cake.
There are a few things worse. You know.
And just then, a Minotaur leaped.
All right, so I'm fuck it. It's old. I'm chowing down. I'm here. I'm whatever. Cake.
Is there anything else on the table besides cake, or?
There's like I said, it's sort of like the typical office birthday party. There's some drinks. There's some napkins and plastic spoons.
Oh, be careful, Butterfingers! You don't want to stab your toe again.
Yeah, meow. Any cultural
Rosemary,
nods, like piñatas, anything like that?
There are no
I'm having
piñatas.
tech issues.
Okay.
I keep getting kicked off of the Hangout, and also Garage. It's clearly a me issue, but GarageBand keeps quitting. Very sorry.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you have to kill GarageBand, it's okay.
Sorry.
I think it'll be Sarah. It'll be on the two of us and Aaron too, to try not to step on Hannah or Scott when they're speaking.
Okay, thank you. Sorry to interrupt. Now I'm ready to play, and I'm peeking through the door as things are happening in there.
Okay. So you've watched Ibis walk up to a folding table full of office party things, cake and drinks and plastic cutlery, and challenge Alanir to eat some of the cake, which he did. Found it slightly disappointing, but otherwise no Alice in Wonderland-like effects on him thus far.
To quote the DM, it's not poison or anything.
Very good.
Okay.
How well lit is the basement area?
Pretty, fluorescent lighting to the corners of the walls. You can see pretty decently.
Okay, I'm going to go up to the table with everybody else.
All right.
Is this some kind of joke? Is this somebody being a smartass about all this? Congratulations. What the hell is this?
I get what you're saying, because it's like, why have it because it looks like a normal office. So clearly, why have these two rooms and then go back to being corporate? I don't know.
And how do you not order chocolate and vanilla cake? Not everyone likes, one. Oh, it's poison, it's poison. Ah! I'm just kidding, it's fine. It's just cake.
What kind of drinks are on the table?
This is what we focus on.
I don't know. I'm just... no, Ibis keeps eyeing the do not enter electric door, because if everything looks pretty boring and then there's a do not enter sign, I don't know, that's kind of making him a little wary / cautious. You know what I mean? Is like Hadrian was saying, is it a joke? Is something gonna pop out?
Well, while you're eyeing the utility door out of the side of your eye, you look through the drinks to see if there's anything interesting, and you luckily find 2 cans of red potion.
Yes! I'm taking them. I'm taking the red potions.
You holding on to both of them?
Yes.
All right.
Because I don't trust Butterfingers.
It's all right. My blood sugar's spiking.
And we know how well he does when he's on a sugar rush in the missions.
Yeah. I'm 1/4 Keebler on my father's side.
So there's Sorry, Jeff, go ahead. So there's a normal-looking door with an exit sign, and then a different door that says "Do not enter."
It is also basically a modern utility door. It's a double wide, but it's still matches the modern office building, but it's clearly labeled for the boiler room or whatever and behind it.
Rosemary wants to go open the exit door.
Okay. You wiggle the handle and it opens easily towards you, and it leads to the bottom layer of what looks to be like a flight of fire exit stairs.
Did they go only up?
Only up.
Everybody, I think I found the way out.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to follow Rosemary.
Oh, wait, hold up, though. Just hold on, you guys, because since everything's kind of been backwards and turned sideways, we don't know where those stairs lead to just because it says fire exit. We went through a trapdoor in the break room, so clearly I don't trust anything as it is, is labeled as is. I don't know.
Do you want to try the one that says "Do not enter"?
Yeah.
Not particularly, because I feel like they're all a bunch of sadists who have, if this is first day, whatever. But
I don't know, maybe I'm getting kind of into this. I don't know, we went to a dark spooky thing, we got some stuff, and then there's this mud pit, and there's this magic rotom that I can't have. I don't know, this is kind of neat. So I don't have anything to go back to. I'm ready, let's do this.
Can we just check the do not enter door? I'm not saying open it, but
yeah, whatever, I'll open it.
No, that's not what I said.
I go to the door. And I try to open the do not enter door.
I follow close behind him because I have a giant hammer.
It rattles. It appears to be locked without being barred or barricaded or anything.
Don't I have a pick skill or something? Can I crack this egg somehow?
You can roll a sleight of hand to try and pick it.
All right, I'm going to try and crack this egg. I'll use...
There's a bunch of plastic cutlery on this table.
I'm gonna restock my plastic cutlery while I'm here. What a pretty cool looking. What is that? I have a pretty cool looking something. I don't know what it is.
Pretty cool looking Albert or Rocky.
Oh, Rock.
rock
That's
you
the rock we
found?
named Rocky. Yeah, I'm going to take Rocky. I'm just going to try and bash Rocky against it. Let's just do that.
Okay, well then instead of a sleight
Oh,
of hand
not a sleight of hand.
check,
Okay, I should roll what?
do a strength check if you're
All right, I'll
bashing it with Rocky.
saving throw. Where the hell did strength go? Oh, where the hell is it? No, wait, really?
It's on the far left. It's the big squares. It'll be right next to the two little banners.
Oh, I see.
and
My strength
Just
is shitty. Okay.
The big word
There.
strength.
Well, it's little on my screen right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, dear.
How'd I do?
So
Bam!
you rolled a 1.
Do I hit my own hand?
I think so. I think you've got your one hand on the bar of the doorknob, and you're trying to hit next to it with the rock.
Yeah.
And instead, you smash the rock down into your knuckles.
Yeah, I'm
and
on
you
a
take
sugar
1
high.
point of damage.
All right, I'll paint a picture. All right, don't worry, guys. I got this. Here we go. Chicka, chicka. Rocky, to the rescue. Oh, fuck.
You Barney Rubbled it there, Jeff.
Oh, you Fred.
Roll perception for me.
Everybody?
Just Jeff, unless did anybody else go up to the door with him?
Oh, yeah, we were, Rosemary and I kind of were like close-ish.
No, I think just
Jeff.
I'm right up on it.
So, you hear from inside a reaction to hearing you smash into the doorknob and scream in pain. You hear sort of a surprised intake of breath and a rumbling.
Guys, I think there's a baby in here.
What?
Or something. I don't know. Something that went and then rumbling. I don't know if it was like tummy rumbling or what.
Ibis goes right next to Keebler, and he puts his ear against the door.
I pull out my short sword, not intending to stab a baby, but I just pull it out.
You can hear the continued rumbling.
Can I do an Arcana check? Well, go on.
Rather than Arcana, well, I mean, you can, if you're trying to hear magic, you could roll Arcana, but an investigation check.
Okay.
Is perhaps more appropriate. Wave of babies.
I got an 8.
I got an 8. So you hear the rumble and maybe something that sort of sounds like that Tesla coil hum and jolt.
I should definitely get metal.
Ibis goes, is anyone in there?
You don't hear any response other than what you've already heard.
What are you doing, man? You don't speak baby.
What are y'all hearing there?
It's like, I thought I heard some breath or gasp of something, but now it just kind of sounds like a whirring kind of like electrical Tesla coil, like electric, the kind of sound.
Kitchy kitchy coo, who's on the other side? Kitchy kitchy coo.
Do you think someone's trapped in there? Maybe they need help.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, what if they were like us and got scared and then locked the axe? You know what I mean? Like,
Of course they're scared. They're a minor.
Ibis just looks at you and just doesn't know what to say.
Well,
What do you think we should do?
I'm down to one hand, so. Rosemary, can you open it?
Yeah, I can open it.
All right, I'm going to step back.
Are you going to delicately pick the lock?
Do you want Rocky?
So first, I'm going to bang on the door and say, "Don't worry, we're coming in. It's going to be okay." And then I want to use my hammer to get the hinges. Well, are the hinges on our side?
Yes.
That's smart.
Okay, so I'm going to delicately tap on the hinges with my giant hammer.
So you're trying to knock the pin out of the hinge? or you're trying to knock the hinge off?
I mean, probably just knock the hinge off.
Okay. Great. Give me a strength check.
Oh no. 4.
Because they're sort of flush to the door, when you try and swing down and hit it with your hammer, you just sort of bash into it and it flattens a little bit.
Don't know my own strength. Maybe I should go for the handle?
I offer up Rocky. Like, I don't know, I'm going to try and put Rocky between the hammer and whatever she's hitting with my good hand.
Could I use...
That's a good idea.
Could I...
You're right, it's a great idea.
Could I use Mage Fart to go into the lock and pick it?
You could try that, sure.
Okay.
You will be acting blind and without any real sensory response, so I would have you roll sleight of hand with disadvantage.
Okay.
But I'm happy to see it work.
All right, I'm going to try it. So Ibis lets out a fart, a tiny one, and you see just a little thin line. That's too bad.
So an 8 with your modifier. I think that's not enough to manage to pick the lock with Mage Fart. You definitely see the little fingers like creep into the tumbler, and then it just sort of and nothing really happens.
All right, I'm going to take out my crowbar and I'm going to put it between the two doors, and I'm going to try and wiggle this, or is that sleight of hand? I don't know. I'm going to whichever one is going to.
No, I think crowbar is still going to be strength.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, I hand her my crowbar.
All right, so now, Rosemary, you can roll with advantage for Alanir's help action of lending you a crowbar.
Yay.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
18, which is 20.
All right. So, Alanir shoves the crowbar into the crack, and, I think he probably... does he, beam at the rest of the group, and everybody else just sort of...
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Good job.
And Rosemary reaches over and grabs the crowbar with him, and they yank it, and the door comes flying open.
Do I fall down then? I'm right there.
If you'd like to.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
What do we see?
Inside the door, you see another sort of, it suddenly snaps back to the cave and rock sort of environment rather than the modern office space. And it's sort of got a narrowing passage that rounds, it sort of bends back over, so you can't really see all the way into the room just yet. But it's definitely gone back to the Synovia sort of look of the rooms you've been in.
What's going on?
See, this doesn't look like an electrical room.
You're right.
No shit.
Hey, Butterfingers, can you use your elf eyes? What do you see?
I see someone who's really just totally full of shit. And I also see a cave-like structure room. Looks nothing like an office setup. Looks very...
I go to the door and I yell, "Is anyone in there? Do you need help?"
Are you a baby?
You hear a very muffled, but it's not words. It sounds not only just muffled, but inarticulate. But you do hear sort of a vocal response from inside the room.
Well, did you guys... I mean, we should go in, clearly. Right? It's not...
Yeah, I mean, if the company's holding people in their basement.
Oh.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
Does my cell phone have any battery left? Can I use the light?
Sure. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. It's not terribly dark in the room. In fact, past this barrier that you can't see around, it's more that it's a physical obstacle for you at this moment. There's a narrower tunnel that has sort of a hairpin turn into the room. And so that's what's keeping you from seeing further into the space. But yes, if you would like to use your flashlight. But there is almost sort of a weak yellow fluorescent flicker as if the office lights are still up there in the cave somewhere. They're just dim. And there's a sort of pulsing glow that's coming around the curve in the tunnel. Sort of a blue-green, almost bioluminescent sort of tone.
We should go see if someone needs help.
I think you should lead the way. I'll be behind you. Butterfingers will be behind me, and then...
Nope. I'll be beside you.
Whatever.
So as you work your way around the curve in the tunnel, it opens up into a cavern with lots of nooks and crannies and piles of, some of them look like bones, some of them look more like nests. There's piles of rocks. There is Douglas Threeman bound up to just under his nose in spider webbing looking gooey stuff. And in one side of the cave is this semi-mechanical looking but more physics-defying vortex, sort of pulsing, luminescent. It's not quite an orb of light, but it's not a flat circle of light. It's this space of glowing particles and illumination, but it's had built up around it this sort of mechanical, digital, modern-looking frame, almost like computer components around this metaphysical central element.
Holy shit, you guys, Douglas 3PO had a spider baby, and now he's trapped in some sort of in Star Trek episode. I don't know what's happening. Ow, I'm shutting down.
Since I'm right next to him, I take Alanir's dagger and I go over and I start cutting at the web that Weakman is trapped in.
Okay.
I just got that.
He widens his eyes and he sort of shakes his head no and darts his eyes in the direction behind you into not quite the portal, but in that direction.
Hey, Rosemary, look at that electrical thing. Tell me what you see.
I see the universal sign for a guy saying whatever you're doing is a bad idea.
I didn't ask you. I asked Rosemary.
I look around for enemies and collect a giant hammer.
Roll perception if you're scanning the room. If you've got more detail than that, let me know.
I'm still cutting him free.
I'll come help.
Yeah.
Oops, I still have, those were both bad.
You see the giant glowing portal. You see this crumbly decay sort of animal nest sort of nestled up next to it, but it's pretty small. There doesn't seem to be anything that you would assume would put the fear you saw in Douglas's eyes.
Can I also look around?
I don't know what he's looking at.
I don't know either, but his eyes are going everywhere.
You want to look around, Alanir?
Yeah. Why not?
Yep. Great. So you look around and you see little in that nest that Rosemary drew your attention to, small little beady little rat eyes sort of blink out at you, and then pull back in further to the nest, almost scared itself. Not that it almost scared itself, almost as if the rat itself is scared.
Okay. Guys, there's something. There's like a, I don't know, like a mogwai or something in there. Something's like blinking at us.
While I'm cutting, can I do an Arcana check to see if there's any magical anythings?
I think if you want to make progress in the cutting, that needs to be your action now.
Okay.
And I would want to know sort of what you are trying to do to intuit this Arcana information.
I'm kind of trying to see if the web is enchanted, like if it's not like, I'm cutting it, but there's a lot of it, and
yeah,
like the ants kind of deal. Like I'm worried if the ants are big, are we having like a Hobbit situation?
Sure.
Kind of, you know.
Okay, give me an Arcana check if you're investigating the web that you're working on.
Yes.
Sure.
Rolling 8s today. Great.
It feels like spider web, but there is more of it than the average spider you would have expected to have made. Certainly in the time that it could have made it since you last saw Douglas upstairs.
I reach into my bag and I pull out that ant spray that I took from the break room, and I just set it beside me just in case, and I'm still cutting the rope, the web.
Give me a attack against the web.
Well, I'm not spraying the web. I just have it out.
A dagger attack.
I got you. Okay.
1d4. Oh no, that's attack is +3.
Well,
you have a dagger.
I have a dagger. Can I just roll as if it were mine?
Yes. You just didn't want to get yours dirty?
Well, his was already out, and he has one good hand, and I saw what he did with the rock. I didn't want him to actually stab this guy.
While she's doing that, I'm going to get closer to the egg. Not close enough to like advance the plot or anything, but just that I've moved forward closer to it.
Thank you for letting me know. The plot
12.
does not advance.
No, I didn't. I rolled an 8 again. No, that was an Arcana check. I didn't roll. How did I not roll my dagger? Is it just, I see what it is. I'm dumb.
I doubt that.
I rolled a 9! Better than
All right. You're hacking at it.
City progress up.
You don't seem to be doing much damage to it yet, but you are working at it.
Hadrian, what do you make of all this?
Oh yeah, Hadrian's also cutting.
Oh, okay, make me. Are you swinging your
Richard
halberd down at it, or how are you attacking it?
Probably trying to use the spear tip to cut webbing around his mouth so he can tell us what the hell's going on.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Roll a mouth check.
Cool. I got a 9.
You don't cut into his face. And yes, you're chipping out, you're not chipping away at the webbing, but yes, you're starting to make progress, but you're not doing any damage to it yet. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and blame the weird consistency of the thing.
Yeah. And trying to use a 7-foot spear as a pocket knife.
Yeah.
I hand Hadrian the Butterfingers dagger, and I take out my own, so that way we have something more.
Has everyone taken all my shit?
Did you think that something is looking at us out of the nest?
Yeah, I saw blinky eyes. You ever seen Gremlins?
I'm one.
Like when he's in the box, you know?
Alanir, roll perception.
All right. Did it roll? There we go.
You hear little rat feet sneaking out of the nest towards you.
I hear little
behind
rat feet or something. I don't know if it's a rat. But I lived in a house once that had rats, so maybe. Ooh.
I step closer to Alanir in case something horrible comes out of the nest.
I'm gonna pull out my swords that old what's her, oh wait, is a torch that I have a torch or is it a flashlight? Is it a British torch? I don't have a tinderbox, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. My tinderbox is gone. I'm just gonna pull out my swords, and I'm gonna poke to see if I can move aside anything that might be obstructing my vision. Like I don't know how big these things are in front of me, these egg things. But if there's like debris or something that I could see better, because I heard it like scuttle around, right?
No, you heard it like coming up at your ankles.
Oh shit, dog!
It's coming at you.
Oh shit, dog! Well, I still pull out my swords then, and I step back and I poke him at the ground. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, not like in a extremely heroic way, more in like a kind of way. But still, I react.
All right. Okay. Roll intimidation.
Is this me being intimidated? Oh, I'm intimidating them.
You trying to?
Because I'm intimidated.
I assume.
Yeah. Now, yes, I am trying to intimidate with a 20. Of course, I am. My intention all along.
So yes, the rat was starting to come at you and baring its little ratty teeth. Yeah. And you wave your sword at it from an arm's length away, and it spooks and runs, instead of into the nest, across the room and into the egg pile.
Yeah, I think we just had a shared recognition of the fragility of life, and in that moment we connected as beings with each other and decided to not fight.
What did the critter look like?
Ah!
A rat.
It looks ratty, like a rat, not like a mogwai at all.
Normal sized or regular sized? Or
Maybe
not regular sized?
Slightly bigger than you would be comfortable with, but not like a rodent of unusual size.
So like a New York rat, not like a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of a big, boring rat. Everything else here is like, oh, whimsy, magic, fantastic. We got, energy ball in the corner over here, spider guy over there, and you got rats, just regular rats. Ugh.
Can I try... Can I also cast Mage Hand to also help sort of rip up some of the web by his face? Like, just...
That poor man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll strength.
I've got a torch. We could just, like, set the webbing on fire real quick. I mean, I don't have a tinderbox, but...
No.
There it is. Ah, my 9.
With, nope, it's just a 9. All right.
It's just a 9.
His eyes widen as the stench of the mage fart weaves into the webbing right around his face. And the strands pull a little bit and release and tense, but he is engulfed by you done stunk him up some.
Can I was repulsed by the rat, and can I just, while this is going on, go peer at this energy ball? Surely that's caught my attention by now.
Sure.
Okay.
So you turn and you go for the energy.
I might as well look at it. I'm here.
Let me resolve one last thing. He does not do well in a Constitution check, so he looks a little woozy and almost out of it at the moment. Doug. Okay, Alanir, you're going up towards the portal.
Yeah. Anybody else, get a good look at old Sparky over here?
I mean, I'm trying to save this person, or at least, the guy who owns the company, who's,
Oh, yeah, I don't remember talking to you. Hey, John, do you want to come look at this? Oh, you're busy too. Hey, bro.
No, I'm trying to get the guy who might know what's going on for you.
Oh, all right. That's fair.
Maybe we could help you with your problem if you helped us with ours.
Y'all got it. I'm gonna go look at Sparky. My sword. Yeah, my swords are out. I'm gonna poke my sword like a fork in a light socket towards old Sparky.
All right. Roll a strength saving throw.
I'm just gonna see what it could be.
Okay. You feel as if as soon as the tip of the sword comes in proximity to the closest term I can come up with is surface of this luminous effect, as if like a vacuum cleaner is like pulling it with incredible strength, and it is almost if you feel your grip tighten just enough that your sword does not go flying into this portal orb luminescent effect.
And my cheeks, I assume, are going like...
Yes.
Oh, it's just like a vacuum cleaner! Rosemary, can you pull me away?
I pull him away.
You do.
But I don't feel anything else. Like I just feel a pull. I'm not like zapped or nothing, right? Just a pull, huh?
Just a pull. Right. As soon as the tip of the sword made contact, you were drawn in.
Got it.
And as soon as it stopped making contact, you didn't feel like it was like once Rosemary pulled you any away from it, the pull stopped from the side of the lights.
Right. Whew! My hair looks awesome.
Ibis and Hadron roll perception checks.
Oh no.
Wow.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Those are
all right.
Ones.
We're doing good, Hayden.
Dollar bills, y'all.
This is clearly outside of our area of expertise.
Right.
Did y'all forget to put your contacts in?
I got vacuumed.
Ibis.
Yeah.
You feel at your ankle something scrape against your ankle, but it does not penetrate past your shoe. But you feel like something just tried to bite your ankle.
I've got my dagger and I pick up the bug poison. Do I see what bit me or tried to bite me or?
It is the rat scurrying back into the egg pile.
Those eggs freak me out, man. Look, Hadrian, I'm getting real nervous about someone just tried to bite me, and those eggs make me nervous.
Let's crack those eggs.
What to do. Let's not crack those eggs.
I still got my swords out, right? I'm feeling brave.
Hey, it's not just your life, dude. Right?
I'm just
out.
Just so like all your bullshit just washes over him now. He's just like whatever. But you asked Hadrian a question, so I'm trying to be quiet.
Hadrian, do you think you could keep cut? What do you think? I don't know.
This is the only guy who knows what's going on.
I agree.
And like Rosemary says, we can't just leave a guy down here with
I
all
agree.
this stuff is. If you need to step away for a second, I'll do my best. But let's just the sooner we get this guy out of here, the sooner we can get out of here.
Hey, Rosemary, do you think you could help rip this web or at least pick him up and, like, tear the web away?
Yes, I could certainly try.
I'm going to go poke around these eggs while that's going on.
So I go.
All right.
I'm going to...
Like a kid with
if
like
Rosemary's
a
coming
campfire.
over,
It's like poke, 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 poke. We can try and move them, you know.
if Rosemary's stepping over, I'm going to step next to Butterfingers with my dagger and my poison out ready. And I'm going to fart in his face to subdue him.
That's not going to help.
So, Alanir pokes at the eggs. Roll a wisdom savings throw for me.
You know, everything the DM says tells me this is a bad idea. And yet, here I am.
I'm pretty sure you always know they're bad ideas to start with.
Well, Jeff knows.
Jeff don't give a fuck.
Alan, however.
He's all hopped up on sugar. He had stale cake. I'm rolling right down the middle these days.
So, Alanir pokes one of his blades in between the eggs, and two of the larger ones sort of roll off and away to the sides, and the rat looks up at him and opens its mouth and hisses. And as it does, its jaw expands explosively, and the rat sort of unfolds from a little rat-sized thing to this 3-foot-tall, green, scaly, amphibioid creature with antenna and a whip tail, and the jaw just opens and opens and opens and screams at Alan.
To roll for initiative.
Falls backwards. But isn't magically, he might be regularly frightened, but he isn't magically frightened. So well done on that. And yes, at this point, we will all roll for initiative.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Then Hadron, you're going to go first.
I'm going to, if it pleases the DM, I'm going to say that Hadron is getting pissed off at this point. So
Why?
he's going to turn back towards whatever this was making that noise, swear, and magic missile it.
Okay. How do you think your magic missiles take shape with this stone sorcerer motif? Describe what happens when he loses his temper.
He'll turn around, or he'll whip towards it and kind of point at it and say, "What the hell's that thing?" And shards of rock will come up from the ground and strike.
Very cool. So it uses sort of the environment. I love that. All right, cool. All right.
I'm using the environment now. If we ever are in an environment that for some reason has no rocks, I'll think of something else.
Deal with that at the time.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, these rocks lift up from the ground around Hadron's feet and take on a glowing aura around them, and then streak across the room at the creature and strike into it for.
That's not right. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 6 points of force damage because there's 3 of them.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Was there should be more than one missile, even first level. Okay,
but they all have the same score value.
Okay, cool. And as the rocks strike or clatter off of whatever this creature is, I'm also going to use my reaction, I think.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. The stone's durability is an action. Never mind. My apologies. Forget it.
That's all right. We're all learning.
Surely we've never seen him do this, right? So, like, there's got to be some kind of reaction. At least, definitely for me, there is. Because, like, I'm right up on this thing. Then I see this, like, missile come out of nowhere and hit him. And I look over to then see it came from an old dude. And when I look at Hadron, like, do you look different? Are you stony? Or are you normal? What's...
I'm going to say because of what the spell is, like his hand looks, where he's got it pointed towards the thing, looks like it's covered in rock and stone. Kind of like the stone guy in
like a stone gauntlet.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Up to his wrist, pointed out in front of him.
Yeah.
Could Rocky have been in my pocket, and could that have offered a secret advantage to his missile to help out his roll?
It could be one of his missiles if you want. Rocky
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, that gets my attention. Rocky flies out of my pocket.
It tears a hole out of your pocket and shoots forward, which, of course, for Alanir probably indicates that he's magically launched this rock across the room.
Yeah, so I totally look there first and then figure out that the rest of them weren't me. So I think that we have these magic rock powers together.
I mean, to my mind, it's almost like Hadron just picked up a bunch of, like, big gravel almost and threw it at this thing, just with magical force behind it, you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to call that the pocket rocket.
Alanir, what are you doing for your turn?
Well, I looked down at the hole in my pants, and now I'm going to look over at Hadron, and I'm like, holy shit, dude, what was that? So that's what I'm doing. I know I have to attack and stuff, but...
You don't.
I don't. That's
you
right.
Can do whatever
that's
you
right.
want.
I'm gonna back the fuck off because I think people have it, but I don't have I have no kinds of spells or anything like that. Like I don't have anything I can do to help people.
You're standing next to him with a drawn sword.
Oh yeah,
that is your choice.
No, you're right. Okay, I'll take a stab at him. All right, I'll attack. You're right. I should do that.
I am not trying to force your hand.
Nope, here I am, literally forcing my hands. So I'll do that. Right? Yeah. That's shitty because my hands all busted up from Rocky.
All right. So with your that's an 8, which the creature ducks out of the blow of the sword.
Ah, okay. I imagine that was just like a stab attempt.
I think it reflected very much when you first sort of waved your sword squeamishly at the rat. You did a very similar gesture at the bigger creature.
Yeah, I thought it was going to work.
Yeah.
All right. Do I get to move now that I know it failed, or am I stuck there?
Yeah, no, you can use your movement before, after, or during your action.
Okay, so I tried, I missed, and I don't know, I stuck into the dirt a little bit or something, and I moved just a little closer to Sparky and a little further from the rat.
Great. Now, I think I have... once you did that, I remember, but I'm going to let it, because I didn't warn you about it beforehand, you would take an opportunity attack if you're disengaging from a creature without any sort of... If you just move away from somebody you're in melee combat with, normally they would get one last swipe at you.
That's fine.
But because I advised you that you could move, I'm not going to...
No, that's fine. Let's drama it up. He go for it.
Then he's going to take a swipe at you with his claw.
All right, and I do a saving throw of any kind or not?
No, it's your armor class.
Got
it's
it.
An 8 hits your armor class.
Oh, shit, dog. I'm not very high up right now.
You have 13, which isn't bad.
Oh, okay. Total, but I'm only at 9. My little guy says 9 out of 10.
Your hit points, but your armor class.
Oh, right. Okay, I always get those mixed up.
So your armor class
is it the green bubble or is the...
Yes, armor class is green bubble for my quick reference and for yours, but mostly I programmed it in there so that I would be like, oh yes, I remember what they are. Okay, so Alanir, you do manage to duck out from his claw as well. Rosemary?
So I had just knelt down to try and free, what's his name, Doug? So now I move between, I turn around and see what the fuck is happening and move between Doug and the big green thing, and I want to throw my javelin at the monster.
Okay.
I will do that.
Please do.
Did anything happen?
I did not see anything come through.
Because I clicked the wrong thing. What? Did I do that? There it is. 15.
All right. So Rosemary from the back pulls out a javelin and launches it across the room, and it strikes into the creature's shoulder, and it whips back a bit and hisses. Roll damage.
Oh.
How do I roll damage?
Click the word javelin in the new bubble. Yep. Great.
1. Oh well.
3 with your modifier.
Yay.
Free with the purchase of any modifier.
All right. So Alanir's backed off. Rosemary threw a weapon from a distance. So the demony looking creature claws enough of its at its shoulder, and the javelin falls loose, and it squeezes itself in, and it pops back up as a bat and flies up into the upper cave area.
Ew.
Do all the bats do that? That's what Ibis says out loud. Like, fuck.
I'm just looking up at it in awe. And I don't know if I'm close enough to Sparky that my hair is dramatically going past it, but maybe.
As it flies past, it's going to take a bite at Rosemary.
Shit, dog.
Rude.
Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
No. Very good. All right. It's startled. It just moves up into the upper cave area, but you do not manage to get bit this time. Ibis.
Are we still in combat, DM?
Yeah.
Okay. This is.
I mean,
really
you don't have to stay in combat. You can run or whatever, but we are still in initiative order.
No, if that thing can come back, I'm gonna get really nervous and I'm gonna hurl acid splash at him. Yeah. I'm gonna direct all of my energy, and so I'm gonna turn towards the bat, and I'm gonna look at Alanir in the eyes and be like, because you had to fucking poke the egg, and I'm gonna cast acid splash. Great.
Is that a melee attack or a savings throw?
It's a cantrip, so it's one creature within a range or two creatures. Components VNS, I don't know what that means. Duration
Verbal
instantaneous. You hurl a bubble of acid, and a target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, all right. So it's going to try and roll a dexterity savings throw. Because it's in bat form, it manages to just fly out of way, and so it only takes half damage. Usually.
No, it doesn't.
Then it avoids it completely this time. But a nice move, and it's a cantrip, so you can do that one without
many times. Yep.
Yeah. All right, Hadron.
Can I see the bat?
Yes.
Okay.
It is up on the cave wall.
Okay. I think I've already used my 2 level 1 spells, so I will use Ray of Frost.
Okay.
He will try to draw from whatever he just felt to throw the rocks at it at the thing before, but this time the magic works a little differently than he expects, and it comes out as a Ray of Frost.
Okay, great. Is that a melee attack or a savings throw?
It's got a range, so I'm assuming it's a...
Well, melee means that you roll an attack and savings throw on a hit. Yeah, so it says on a hit, it takes 1d8 cold damage, so you roll that as a spell-casting melee attack. So in your core sheet, you should have... And you don't, that's why. Nope, I'm looking at the wrong dude again.
Yeah, I've got
yeah, so click the words Ray of Frost in your attack spells.
Okay.
Okay. So the bat still giving Ibis stank eyes in return for his stank attack is distracted enough that the Ray of Frost spikes into the air and strikes the bat. Roll damage for me. On the chat group, you can click the word Ray of Frost and it'll run damage.
Oh, I see. Thank you. Oh, max 8.
All right. All right, Alanir.
Let's see. It's over there, up flying over, right?
Yeah.
Anything rangy? Several creamers. I don't have those anymore. I do love to throw things.
Yes.
Ooh.
And you're...
This. I want to see if I'm going to pull out my swords, and I want to see if Rosemary can toss me up high enough to try to poke the bat, like a little fastball special.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna fastball special.
Rosemary, are you into this? It will take your action this round.
Oh no, shit! I didn't know that.
But because you're back to back, I will allow this team action if you're into it.
I think Rosemary's really worried about hurting Alanir. So I think I might kindly say, I don't think that's a good idea. Why don't you just throw a rock?
Throw me! Because my pot...
I'll hold you up. Throw a rock.
I don't have a rock anymore. Old dude took my rock out of my pants. And pocket rocketed the...
We're in a cave. We're in a cave. Pick up a different rock.
Okay. What can I'll throw my swords. A sword. I'll throw a... No, not my swords. I'll throw a dagger. I've got a dagger I can throw.
All right.
No, you
Ooh, wait.
Hadron has your dagger.
Okay, fine. I don't have a dagger. I don't want to lose my sword, but I do have a... Okay, I'll take one of my swords. No, I'm going to take my crowbar. I'm going to tie it to the half a hempen rope I have left, and I'm going to swing it, and I'm going to try and whack the bat with it. But...
I thought you gave your crowbar to Rosemary.
Fuck. Well, she might have given it back. Then maybe I'll go to Rosemary and be like, Rosemary, let me get on your shoulders. Let me try and... Pow! I mean, does it have to take her turn? She's basically a ledge.
If she's throwing you, it's going to take her action. If you are just climbing her, that's on you.
I mean, with consent.
Yes, stand on my
All right,
shoulders.
I'm going to do that. Yeah, and I'm going to try with the crowbar and the rope.
Okay. Roll.
You're literally like, okay, oh my god. All right.
No, I love
Okay.
it. I just need to figure it out. Roll D20 plus 3. That's your dex modifier.
Okay. It rolled as a 3, so 6.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's good. It's not a good plan.
You bound up onto.
Is it Dex or is it like an
shoulders.
athletics or an acrobatics or Dex is the same. Okay, go ahead.
And you have your crowbar and you throw it up against the rocks 6 feet away from the bat, where it clangs into the side of the cave and then clatters down to the floor, where it is very easily retrieved because it is safely tied to your rope.
Does it at least get the bat's attention?
Yes. The bat looks startled.
There we go. It's distracted. It should have this bat vantage.
It should.
It won't, but it should.
Anything else?
No, I just... my dignity. I'm good.
Rosemary.
I pick up the biggest rock I can find and throw it at the bat.
Okay.
And I
Roll.
don't.
Oh, that's right. You have special rock throwing skills.
I do, but I don't know it yet.
Oh, is this the discovery?
I mean, Hannah knows. Rose.
All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll a improvised weapon attack, which for throwing a rock would be your a d20, proficiency, and strength modifier. So a d20 plus 4.
Ooh.
All right. So you rolled a 15 with your modifiers. That becomes a 19. So you are going to roll 1d8 and 1d6 of damage. 4 plus 1, 5. Very nice. So you see Rosemary heft this rock off the ground, tighten it over her head, and smash the bat between it and the wall, making sort of a bat Oreo with the cave around it. But the rock falls and the bat wavers and comes off of the wall and flaps frantically for a moment and then falls down to the floor of the cave and disappears into a pile of bones.
I was way better at that than I thought I would be.
That was awesome.
That was impressive. So we can't see the thing anymore?
You cannot see the thing anymore. It fell into a pile of bones.
Ibis is gonna walk over to the bones and use the can of poison spray and just spray the bones.
Okay.
Spray all of it.
I just assume I'm sitting in front of the bones when he's doing that.
Are we out of initiative?
No.
Uh-oh.
So it didn't appear to have died on the way down. It just dove down into this pile and hid down inside. It has now been thoroughly doused with bug poison spray.
Poison's poison, man. Poison's poison.
It is. It's a good move. I like it. All right. So Hadron Ibis has taken the bug spray poison and doused the pile of bones and the bat inside it with spray poison. But it is your action.
Is the bat still there?
It is underneath it is inside this pile of bones. You cannot see it without taking action.
Okay, I will move over and sweep the bones aside with the axe of my halberd. Try to find it.
And there's nothing there.
I just assume the bones like roll out dramatically when he does that, like scatter and.
Yeah.
This is where it landed, right?
Yes. I wonder if it's like something we can't see or even smaller. Fuck. Like a fucking termite or like a gnat or something.
I I move over to 3PO. Anybody try cutting this guy out? And I'm just like whittling at the webs.
All right. Hadron, if you want an action, you still have one within your turn.
I'll just try to cut Boss Man loose.
All right. Roll an attack against the web.
All right.
I like that y'all were rolling like 3s against a non-moving piece of spider web and like 25s against bats and things.
14 against the web.
The spider web was in plot armor.
All right. And roll damage.
10.
Okay. You get several of the strands starting to get away from him, but he is still woozy from Ibis's accidental attack earlier. So he just sort of rolls as you free his face from the webbing.
While that happens...
Give him a red potion.
Oh, good idea. While that happens, I look at Hadron and I'm like, good job, you're right, we should work together.
Alanir, if you are working on the web, roll an attack.
Okay. She's totally right about the red potion, though.
I didn't hear what about the red potion?
Rosemary yelled, give him the red potion. Because the boss is all woozy.
Is his mouth even free yet? Get him free. Yeah, I know, I am. Is his mouth free yet, or no?
It's starting to be freed.
Well, when he's more mobile, I'll give him a red potion.
All right, Jeff, roll damage on the web.
Why did it say stealth? What?
So, in the chat room...
Yeah, I see.
Click the word...
I don't see short sword, sorry. I see, the last thing I see is that I rolled stealth. There it is. Okay, good. I scrolled the wrong way.
Oh, very nice. Making progress on this inanimate object, you guys. Go team.
Man.
All right, Rosemary.
Well, I had some fire.
So the bones are all scattered, and none of us saw where the bat went.
Correct.
Then I guess Rosemary just wants to go back and pick up her javelin.
Great.
And then can I ready an attack?
Yes. What do you want to do, and what triggers it?
I'm holding my javelin, and I'm looking around the room for anything that looks malicious. And so if I see movement that is not my party, I want to throw the javelin at it.
Accepted. Locked and loaded. All right. Where is everybody, and remind me what you're doing since the last...
I'm whittling at the web.
You're at the web.
I sprayed the bones, and then I took a few steps back because Hadron came in with his halberd, and I stepped out of the way. So
okay.
I'm near where people are cutting web.
Hadron is near the web. Rosemary is where her javelin hit, which was by the egg nest when the creature first emerged. Okay.
I guess I'm kind of like in the middle-ish of the room. I don't know.
All right. Very cool. Boom. Bam. Oof. That's pretty good. All right. Ibis, does a 23 hit?
Against my 11 armor class?
Yeah.
It sure does.
All right. You feel once again down that same nibble at the back of your ankle, but this time it makes contact, and you feel something crunch against the back of your ankle, and you take 4 points of damage.
And then what am I doing now?
A DC Constitution savings throw.
Okay, so it bits me, and I yell. I go, ah!
And something. Yes, and it immediately snaps into view. So, Rosemary, you're going to come into play in just a second.
An 8. We're back. We're back for the 8s.
All right. You are poisoned.
Whoa.
So if we make it another round, we'll have to deal with that. Ibis. Oh, wait, you have poison resistance?
Yes, I do. I have he who smelt it, resistance to poison.
She's made of poison.
Then roll with advantage. So just roll Constitution savings throw again. And that was
advantage. Okay.
Actually, go ahead and roll it with advantage because you rolled a Constitution check and your Constitution savings throw might be better than that.
All right.
All right, great. So you are not poisoned, but you are
good.
You are done bit onto ankled.
So I still take the 4 points of damage, correct?
Correct.
Do I have any actions that I can do?
Yes, you are going to have an action, but Hannah's, Rosemary's is triggered first because she prepped an action for. And so as the creature popped back into view, and it didn't like crawl out of a hole or anything, it just was suddenly there, bitten onto your ankle. Rosemary, roll your javelin attack.
15.
Once again, the javelin soars across the room and punctures into the creature. Go ahead and roll damage.
5. Oh, 7.
Nice.
Oh, all right. All right, now, Ibis, it's your turn.
I'm gonna, since I'm assuming he's still on my leg, right?
Yes.
I'm going to cast Stink Bubble and Acid Splash.
All right. Let's go ahead and resolve Acid Splash first.
Okay.
So go ahead and cast that by clicking its name. DC 12s, that's me. Dex savings throw, I believe it was.
Yes. I don't think I rolled very well.
All right. It did not succeed, so it takes that damage.
Great.
Unfortunately, not very much damage, but maybe with your Stink Bubble. Go ahead and roll Stink Bubble.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
All right. And so it is latched on to your ankle, and this vile poison comes out of somewhere, and we'll leave that for you to figure out later. Splashes down, startles it, but then as it gasps in pain, it inhales the stink bubble, and its eyes bulge, and it starts choking and gasping. And how does it die from stink bubble?
So it because I've been stressed, I've been angry, I've been drinking a lot I still have my yogurt and my venti. It surges up, and as it gasps, it's like it's melting the inside of its throat and its air passages as it just like sticks like when your tongue is really dry and you get that film, it just coats everything and just gags and like burns, and all you smell is sulfur and rotting and mistakes.